Hi, my name is Devin Young. I'm a co-founder and president of ClassCraft. The problem we're solving is student engagement. So from our perspective, most of the fundamental issues in K-12 relate to students actually wanting to be there. So things like dropout rates, attendance, social and emotional development, academic performance. Anybody heard of this? What's going on there when things like this start happening in classrooms all over the world? So games are a really powerful way to drive intrinsic motivation, right? We're taking an experience and we're making it meaningful to someone. And so what ClassCraft is doing is really leveraging the principles here and applying them to an academic setting. We got a really great team. I run the company with my brother and actually my dad. And we have a really great leadership team that's come in the last couple years. So we have folks that have built schools. Our head of creative is from Ogilvy. Our head of communications, who actually started a few weeks ago, was at McGraw-Hill for a really long time. And on our board, we have the ex-commissioner of education for the state of New Jersey, Connie Yao, who ran MacArthur, is an advisor. Jean Godin, who was the creative director of Assassin's Creed, is an advisor. And we're working with the EdTech chair of Canada as well on a bunch of projects. ClassCraft is 5 years old. We have 5.5 million users. We're in 1 in 3 schools in the US, 165 countries, 11 languages. We're generating revenue. This is kind of what it looks like. So the idea is that it's not game-based learning, right? We are building what we're calling an engagement management system. And the idea is to reframe the school year as a game, where you play in all your classes and you're getting points. As you move through your school day, you're in teams. It's really built in a way that fosters social emotional development and PBIS, so creating positive school culture. This is a grade 4 class where they're doing activities that are built into the system for formative assessment. And this is a school in Spain that took the concept and put steroids on it, basically, and turned their school into Hogwarts, right? Where there's like houses across all the grades, and the school year really culminates to these major moments within their academic year. So the platform itself works in a way where the students have characters, they're getting points, they're collaborating with fellow students. They get powers as they progress. The powers are real, so it lets them hand in homework late, ask a question on an assignment. The teacher customizes this for their grade level. We start at around grade 3 and go up to university. And so the impact of the game is really real, and if you die in the game, which we call falling battle, because we don't want to kill any students, but you could get negative consequences, it impacts your team, and so the students get really invested essentially through the relationships that they're building with their peers to show up to school and be there for one another, and that really rewires the social dynamics within the classroom. So we're shifting school from being an individual track experience, my grades, my outcome, to a team sport. And when you do that effectively, students start self-regulating, and it really changes the classroom. We also have a pretty big feature that connects to curriculum. And so we take teachers' existing lesson plan and we turn it into a kind of choose-your-own-adventure quest that differentiates on a student's mastery of a certain subject. We launched this 18 months ago. We've had 7.5 million assignments handed in, 250,000 quests made. It's integrated with Google. We've done pilots with Discovery, with their VR content. So there's really a lot of stuff that we can do when it comes to curriculum. And really, this is the way that we see it. So the ecosystem within the classroom or in the school is an SIS and LMS, and we're building an engagement management layer, which is really looking at working with the whole child in mind. And so there's curriculum, and there's also other platforms that can be integrated into it. We also provide a ton of data. Basically, we're capturing about 50 million data points a month. And so we're able to give a lot of visibility to things that traditionally weren't visible, like SEL is measured through surveys, typically. We're able to show it in real time for school administrators, school climate. So there's a bunch of things that traditionally have been invisible that we're making visible in the classroom. The next phase for ClassCraft is at the end of the month, this month, we're going to be announcing a new partnership with the University of Montreal and the EdTech chair of Canada, and we're going to be building AI on top of ClassCraft's data infrastructure. And the idea is to provide real-time personalized PD to teachers based on how the students are using the system. And so the system is going to be learning over time what's working or not working for different kinds of students, and then helping teachers basically teach to the whole child, essentially. So really excited about that. PD, the idea is to shift the business into PD budgets. So they're actually much better than curriculum budgets or SEL or anything else. And so we really see an opportunity there from a business standpoint. There's a big TAM there. I'm running out of time. Competitive landscape. No one's really doing what we're doing, so we see an opportunity to partner with a lot of folks. And we're in Canada, so our burn's really low, which is awesome. So we are currently burning about 175K, and we have 42 people on staff. So if you want to learn more, come and see me. Here's my info. Thanks so much for listening.